Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ms. Stewart, and I want to welcome everyone to the back to school year for 2021 and 2022. All right. So, my name is Ms. Stewart. I'm a university elementary inclusion teacher. I teach ELA at University Elementary School. And again, I want to welcome you back to a great start of a new year. And it looks like everything is falling into space very smoothly. And I know we're going to have a great year. All right, so I'll be covering a couple of things today. Um, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. First, we're going to go over myself, the course outline and materials, attendance and grading, classroom schedule and expectations, arrival, dismissal, and safety procedures, and how you can contact me. Again, welcome to the University Elementary School 2022 school year. So, about me, Ms. Stewart, inclusion teacher for University Elementary School. I'll give you a little bit of background about my education. I grew up in Newark. I went to the Newark public school system. I went to Arts High School. I went to New Jersey City University for my Bachelor of Arts degree. I also attended St. Elizabeth University for my Master's of Art in educational leadership. It's now course called St. Elizabeth University. I've been a teacher at University Elementary School for 15 years. I taught at two other schools prior to coming to University Elementary School. The first school that I taught at and was hired into the Irvington family was Berkeley Terrace School. I was a fifth grade inclusion teacher. And then I stayed there, I think, for about 4 or 5 years. And I went to Chancellor Avenue after that um, as a K through 5 inclusion ELA teacher. And I stayed to Chancellor maybe about 3 years. And then I came to University Elementary School. I was first a resource teacher, and then I became an inclusion teacher. And I also like to mention, I didn't put this here, but I was fortunate enough for the Irvington Public School System to send me to school for the Orton Gillingham reading program, in which I practice majority of the time for our reading skills, especially for lower level grades and struggling readers. Next, I'm going to tell you about the course outline and the materials that we use during um, our academic learning for ELA at University Elementary School. So, the curriculum and materials that we use are Reading Wonders. We have the printed text and digital resources. As you know, last year, because we were virtual, a lot of the students use the digital resources, and we still do use the digital resources in the Google Classroom because we can put a lot of information there, especially for the upper grades. They can type more and use type their information on the Google Docs. We also use the computers for other things, but let me stick to Reading Wonders. So the Reading Wonders is aligned to the grade level content and the curriculum standards that New Jersey wants us to follow as a state. It's a comprehensive K through 5 literacy solution designed to meet the challenges of today's classroom and reach all learners, and which it does. It has a great variety of rich prints and rigorous instruction. We do vocabulary words. Well, when we start a unit, we would do the vocabulary words, the outline of the unit. It tells us what genre we're using. We even have spelling for each grade, what we'll be covering, if it's vowel teams or short vowels, blends, whatever the grade level may be, because I do teach grades K through 5, so I cover a lot. All right, so we also use a program called iReady. For ELA, we also use it for math too, but I'll speak or talk about the iReady ELA. The iReady ELA is a supplemental assessment intervention program. What that means that first we take the students, and each year we um, use a diagnostic assessment 3 times per year to monitor the students' starting points and progress. So it'll tell us where they are during, when we first take the test. It's like a pre-assessment, so we can find out where they are and where we need to go, and what we can, as teachers or educators, zoom into to help the students become meet the needs of the curriculum. And each student has an individualized lesson based on the student's level and learning needs. And also, they work on this for 45 minutes per week. And I'm sure a lot of you that were with us last year understand and know about this program already. So this is just a copy of the Reading Wonders, and these are the materials that we use. We have an ELA book, we have a vocabulary book, we have a writing book, we use the Chromebooks, we have work folders that consist of each student's writing. These are the required materials, all right? And these are provided for by us, and we give them to the classroom. If you would like to, make sure your scholar has additional notebooks at home, that's always a good idea, and pencils. But we have most of, or if not all, here at the school. And we also require, if you have a Chromebook at home or a computer, to go in and use these materials that we have. You can go into Reading Wonders. The students have an ID number. They have iReady that they can go in and work on these programs themselves. Okay, so moving right along. So now I would like to discuss the attendance and the grading system for University Elementary School. So attendance is very important. How could I say this? Very important to teachers, because when the scholars are here, we can teach them, we can help them with things that they need to know. When you are out of school, and I understand sometimes you have to be out of school because of illness and things like that, but it's so important for the students to come to school. We really, really need our scholars to be in school, especially after having such a short day last year and not hands-on. So we really encourage the attendance to be the best that it's ever been. All right, so We want you to ensure that your child is in school on time daily. Be proactive. Be proactive. Notify the teacher. Call the school in advance if any planned absences. Sometimes you can get a doctor's note. And if you're going out of town for a lengthy time, like a vacation, or you have to go out of town, you can let us know. Sometimes they can help with these attendance, not counting. All right. Make sure that the scholar makes up missed assignments as soon as possible. Just because you're not in school does not mean you're not work is over. You don't have to do homework. Yes, you do. All right. So we have school personnel who will communicate any attendance problem or concerns. Parents and guardians, please let us know. We can help you with things like this, because prolonged or repeated absences, excused or unexcused from school or from class, may result in a retention at grade level, and we don't want this. Okay. And we promote attendance matters, and it's cool to be in school. It is, because every day you're learning something new. All right, so this is our uniform grading profile for the year 2021 through 2022. All right, so um, I have here the elementary grades K through 2. So 30% is counted for tests, 25% for quiz, homework, okay, 25%. These are a minimum of assignments that are due: 2 tests for a quiz and 8 homework assignments. All right. Elementary grades through grades 3 through 5. The tests, 20% of the tests count, 25% of quiz, and 25% of the homework. All right. And also the PPRL 15%, and the teacher's decision 15%. And I'm not going to go through all of this because we don't do the middle school, but it's here. All right. So, and these the minimum number of assignments. All right. All right. So 90% will equal A. 80 to 89% is a B, and C through 70 through 79% is a C. A D is 60 to 69%, and an F is 0 to 59%. It's so important to make sure your scholars are completing homework. It's a reinforcement for what they have been taught during, class time. All right, so we're going to move along. Class schedule and expectations. So we went over this is what they're doing every day. All right. So we have the attendance. We do the attendance. Well, of course, they eat the breakfast. We do the attendance. We do a do now, what that's related to what we're going to be teaching for the day. That's like 5 to 10 minutes. It usually stretches out a little longer. Then we have a whole group instruction. That's 15 to 20 minutes. That's where the whole, the whole classroom is learning something. All right, and the teacher is giving a guided practice 15 to 20 minutes, and the differentiated practice 35 minutes to 40 minutes. All right, so, and at the end, we want to, of course, exit with at least some type of closure of knowing someone, well, the whole class has learned what that was taught. All right, so that would be like a 5-minute discussion. All right, so now we want to go over the safety a little bit. Of course, we want to reinforce we are in the school and we still have to be protected. And this is just of course, you're going to use hand sanitizer. We want the students to use masks. Everyone must wear a mask. We teachers wear a mask, scholars wear a mask, scholar leaders wear a mask in the building. The scholars have the head shield on. They take the head shield, the mask down, of course, to eat, but the head shield is still on. As I said, we're sanitizing. Um, so I pretty much covered this also. And this is just a picture of how the classrooms are set up. All right. And we want to sanitize, we want to keep our face masks on, and we want to make sure that we keep our distance, social distances. I know it's hard because a lot of the students, they are happy to be in school, so they're trying to, communicate with their peers, and it's understandable, but we still have to keep the social distancing. All right, so we also, like I said, we're reinforcing the proper mask that we're wearing. I know a lot of the little ones like to put it below their nose, and I must say some days the older ones are wearing the mask below their nose too. So we just encourage to follow the rules. All right, so we want the mask to cover your nose and mouth and secure it under your chin. All right, and make sure that it fits snugly so it's not slipping under your face, of course. All right. So we make sure it's like this. A lot of students want to do this, a lot of students do this, but that's not the correct way. And of course, this is how not to wear the mask. I just showed you also, not as a head over on your forehead, under your nose, or only on your nose. All right. And of course, not on your chin, dangling from your ear, or on your arm. All right. So this is this was just some information to inform you about our 2021-2022 school year. And I'm looking so forward to everyone making this the best year ever. And I know we can. I could tell that the students really miss their friends, the teachers, and the classroom setting. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I didn't give you my contact information. This is my contact information, all right? This is my prep Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 201 to 250. So if you want to call me during that time, you can. My email address is fstewart at irvington k through 12.nj.us, and this is the school phone number if you'd like to leave me a message. And of course, I communicate already with you through Class Dojo. Again, thank you so much for helping our scholars and your child become law abiding citizens and great scholars. Thank you.